Do you have some effective mentoring practices that you could talk to us about?
I do. And at least in my mentoring connections, I'll be very honest, I put a lot of the burden on the mentee. I said, hey, I'm more than willing to help. I really want to participate. But first of all, you need to be clear about what you want. Okay. If you just want to learn about some technology stuff, or you're trying to learn about organizations, what is this relationship? How is this going to help you? What are your expectations? Having said that, it doesn't have to be anything huge or bombastic or precise and clear. I just want the mentee to start with some idea of why they are starting on the relationship. So it's always good to give it some thought. The second thing I always tell people is, you have to schedule the meetings, right? This is for you.
Right.
So I'm not going to chase after you to come and meet me. So the meeting is scheduling is your responsibility. I always like to know ahead of the meeting what are the specific topics we want to discuss in this particular meeting. Again, I put that burden on the mentee. Now, having said all this, it is just to bring clarity to the purpose of the meeting. All meetings should have an agenda, not just mentor-mentee meetings. And then the other thing I like to do is I generally like to meet in a cafeteria or someplace other than my office that's not so formal, and that's just a little bit more, conducive to open discussion. So all this makes sure that mentor and the mentee both come prepared to the meeting in a place where it's easy to chat, informally and freely. And so these are some of my best practices. Sounds like a lot of work for the mentee, and maybe it is a little bit, but why not? I mean, it is all about the mentee at the end of the day.
Yeah, no, I think what you said makes total sense because at the end of the day, it's the mentee that knows what they want to get out of it. Otherwise, why did they enter into this idea of wanting to be mentored? So that makes total sense. And Shri, you just gave me an idea too that you need to be like a mentor coach for other mentors because everything you just said, like even the idea of meeting somewhere informal, I mean, that just takes sort of the fear out of it a little bit. I mean, let's be honest, it can be intimidating meeting with several, levels up for anybody. So I think just, if there are any people out there listening to this about being a mentor, I think you can take some lessons from Shri in that way too. Like think through what that young mentee is possibly going through, try to put yourself in their shoes. So yeah, no, I think that is really, really great advice, Shri.